Do you want a sneak peek into what happened for So You Want to Be an Authortuber weekend? You are totally going to want to see this little bit of a snippet from one of the hours where we recorded part of the lecture, part of the coaching, and some of our conversations. Oh my goodness, it got so amazing. Let's go ahead and actually get into a little bit of the, lecture review portion. Hold your questions, hold what you just journaled about just for a little bit. It kind of will make sense and come full circle after our conversation over on the slides anyway. So something I've taken on since becoming an authortuber, nay, a YouTuber within my craft, in my niche, in my genre, in my domain, in my mastery, is learning it's okay to feel the fear. It takes a lot of guts to show up. And that's okay. That's okay. If pets interrupt, I understand. Mine are sequestered upstairs. You still might hear them bang on doors because they want mommy. They're not used to it being a meeting day, but it's okay. It's okay. Feeling the fear. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. I mean, Madame Marie, look at what she did for the world. She's literally, as Imagine Dragons would sing, radioactive, radioactive, and goodness. Are you ready? Some of you are like, yes, Jenna, I'm here. Stop making me sit in it. It's uncomfortable already. Good. Feel it for a second. Because for some of us, it's been waiting to be acknowledged for years, decades, lifetimes. Yeah. All my systems want to go. And then I start feeling a lockup. I start feeling a freeze. Whenever we face fear, we as humans hear flight or fright. There's also this freeze and fawn. If you don't know freeze and fawn, that's writer's block. I want to do it. Let me tinker around with it a little bit. Oh, I'll get to it one day, one day, one day, one day. As one of my teachers, who's already been mentioned, Matt Schaefer, calls it, he uses other four-letter words, but I'll put it nicely, foxing around anyway. It happens, as we're going to see in the next set of workbook questions, kind of what Angela was asking there in comments. It happens to you. Does life really happen to you? Does it? Sometimes it does. Some things are legit out of our control because of ripple effects from other people's lives. But shift your mindset. Is it happening for you? Possibly. Probably because of something past you did, not necessarily because of something somebody gifted you. And then there's the part we as humans literally dislike the least, the through you part. Now, we as writers, as creatives, kind of create in the through you part, but we like to do so in the comfortable parts. So you might be very good at one type of marketing. Maybe if it's starting to plateau, I don't want to use the word stagnate because that's a little more negative. I like the word plateau because that indicates that I'm just taking a rest for a moment and catching my breath and reanalyzing. So do you want to fox around anyway? Do you want this to go through you so that you can help others, so that you can reach not just your greatest reader, but your greatest client, your greatest person who's going to be a super fan, your next best friend that you met through your social media. Who was a fan? I'm looking at you, J.R. Ward, one of my favorite authors of all time. That's how she met her best friend, for example. So are you feeding the to you part ammo is where I'm getting at. I'm coming at you hard on a Saturday morning. Take a breath, everybody. I'm serious. Some of you were not ready for this first thing on a Saturday, and that's fair. Some of you did not feel ready for this first thing on a Saturday, and you're okay. But it's breakfast time, so I'm going to ask, what are you feeding your imposters? What are you feeding the imps? What are you giving your own inner soul level tech gremlins that you shouldn't be giving them ever? You are not too old, too young, too fat, too thin, too tall, too short, too ugly, too undertrained, too overtrained, too inexperienced. Noodle, don't noodle. Which one do you want, Poe? Which one do you want? Yes, I love me some nerdy references. You all came here for a reason. I had to give it. So exactly. It's okay, as one of our people in chat says, to play on. It's okay if you're like Jody Jean, not somebody's double shot of whiskey. It's okay that you're not somebody's cup of ice water. It's okay that you're not yet somebody's future best-selling author. You're getting there. And it's okay if you drink the coffee. And it's okay that you feel undertrained and inexperienced. There's always going to, seemingly at a perspective level, going to be that feeling. Why carry it with you? Make it walk the trail. Behind you, where it belongs, and make it keep up. Stop parenting it. Okay? Anxiety's lying to you. Exactly. I literally have been telling this to teenagers and adults for the last 12 plus years. Stop listening to the lie. Because now some of us as adults are not just nurturing it, we're parenting it. Sometimes you got to make your inner teenager walk the trail. Your inner child too. Now you're probably going to be nicer to the inner child a little bit more, but can you get the teenager to take care of the inner child and vice versa while you do the actual hard work? Hopefully. Hopefully. It's okay not to be where you want to be yet. Power of the most forgotten member of fanboys from Conjunction Junction. Yet. Most powerful. Feed the fear antidotes, not anxieties. I can finish one chapter in about X amount of sprints. How many sprints does it take you to film a video? For me, it's 2 to 3, depending on the video. How many will it take you to edit? Depending on the video, 2 to 6. It depends on how much stuff I'm dropping in. Do you want to see the replays of this? Do you want to join in the next cohort? Keep an eye around my channel toward the end of this year, and I'll have an invite for you. See you next week. I'll add a little bit more.
Thank you to our lovelies on Ream Stories over at Amaranth's Library and the Myrna Private Collection. Whether you're a human ally, sunwalker, bard, songweaver, merry misfit, or more, thank you for subscribing to our ranks. We thank you for all you do to support us. Want to join our endeavors? Head over to reamstories.com/Myrna Private Collection. That's reamstories.com/MERNA Private Collection, all one word, where you can access all of my books and more long before they are available at retailers and vendors. Hope to hang out with you there soon.